Hello everyone. This is Kristen with Intentionally Nourishing, and this is not my face. Hopefully you figured that out. You may not recognize my face because I've been gone for a month. We have just had a lot going on, and I don't know about you, but I am an extremist, legalist, perfectionist, and I'm like one of those all or nothing gals. And so when life got crazy because we were moving and going on vacation, and I have this baby that needs to eat real food, I got overwhelmed, and so I just dropped this, but I'm back because today I am in need of some deodorant, people. Ben is hot. I'm getting ready to go camping, and I realized I smelled today when I left the gym. So since there's not a lot of great natural deodorants on the market, I mean, I've tried them, I have found that we just have to make our own. And so that's what I did. And you may be thinking like, oh my gosh, you have to have like superpowers to make your own deodorant. Here it is, all nice and melty. This deodorant took me maybe 5 minutes to make, which I bet none of you could get to the store and back and get deodorant in 5 minutes. I only spent, gosh, maybe a couple dollars, and I made 4 sticks of deodorant. I only have 2 sticks on hand. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save this jar, and I'm gonna let all this stuff harden in the bottom because I don't wanna use this jar again necessarily. And when we need a refill, I'm just gonna rewarm it in my pot and refill our sticks. So it's really simple. And over here, I have a stick that I purchased for a make and take party and put a label on it of my own. And this one here is just one that I had tried at some point and saved the container because I'm really into repurposing right now. The ingredients are really simple. I started off with some shea butter, which I got it on Amazon. It's organic shea butter. And I used some beeswax pellets. If you are melting beeswax pellets are the way to go because it's the thing that takes the longest to melt. And then some good old coconut oil from Costco. You can use this stuff for everything, for face moisturizer, lots of DIY stuff, and then obviously cooking. So we go through a lot of this stuff. And I made a bunch of baby products the other night, and so I literally stuck this whole tub in hot water and melted the whole thing and just poured it into the things I was making. I used arrowroot powder to thicken the deodorant. So after I melted the first 3 ingredients, I added my arrowroot powder to thicken, and then I added some baking soda. And baking soda is the trickiest thing because it actually changes the pH in your armpit, or it can anyways, and so for some people it can cause a rash. So I made a sensitive skin formula. Here, this is a label sheet, and so I just reduced the amount of baking soda that's in a lot on the market, and you can reduce it even more, even down to a tablespoon if it's still too harsh for your skin. And then the last thing I'm going to add in are essential oils. My husband loves cedarwood, so I'm going to actually just make the same recipe for him and I. And then, you know, to really beat the stink, sorry, I'm just taking you all over my kitchen, it's kind of a mess right now, is some purification. It's a blend from Young Living. It smells amazing. And then some tea tree oil, Melaleuca arnifolia. And I just did, gosh, I did like 8 or 10 drops of each because I did double the recipe, so that makes 4 sticks. And I added those oils in after it cooled just so that we don't want to destroy the qualities of the oils because they're living. And, you know, so once it melted, I added my powders in, I let it cool a little bit, I added my oils in, and then now I just poured them into the stick so you can see it's really wet in there. So I'm just gonna put the lid on, and I'm gonna put these sticks in the fridge until they're nice and hard. And then, you know, even though it heats up, you know, coconut oil I think turns to a soft, you know, consistency at like 74 degrees or so. So when I take this camping this weekend, it's probably gonna melt some, so I could keep it in the cooler, keep it in the shade. But it's a really great consistency even in the summer, just keeping it up in your bathroom cabinet. And I'm not sure if I mentioned, I am having a hard time remembering things, but again, I am personally just trying to avoid aluminum in deodorants, just with the connection with breast cancer, and it's just toxic. And so, you know, when you shave your armpits, you actually remove a layer of skin, maybe even a couple, and so it makes it that much more absorbable into your body, which is scary. So this is a great alternative. You don't have to be a superhero to make your own deodorant. If you want to get some gals together and do it together and make some other things, that'd be really fun. But even if not, you can make some for your whole family and save the leftovers for later and just remelt it. And you save time going to the store, you save money because who goes to Target and just buys deodorant? Nobody. So I hope you love this post, and there'll be more to come. Thanks, bye-bye.